Coming up on UT 10 News, we look into how the Andersons closings are affecting the local area.
And I looked into President Trump's Supreme Court nominee.
And Ian Davis was on the road with the Rockets in BG to see if Toledo could continue their winning streak. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining. I'm Sydney Edwards.
And I'm Madison Humphrey.
After 1 week in office, President Donald Trump named his nominee for the Supreme Court.
As expected, the nominee is a conservative pick, and this has many people wondering what this could mean for women's reproductive rights. President Trump nominated Neil Gorsuch for Supreme Court Justice last Tuesday. Gorsuch is a conservative judge who would take the place of Justice Antonin Scalia. Judge Gorsuch is currently an appeals court judge in Colorado. One of the concerns impacting UT students is how this nominee could impact women's rights, especially the future of Roe v. Wade.
It's tough to say because Scalia was such a conservative, and I know that the new Supreme Court justice kind of sways that way as well. I know that they...
With Gorsuch's conservative views, any future challenges to Roe v. Wade could mean changes to abortion laws.
So to the extent that Judge Gorsuch is in the mold of Justice Scalia, and all the evidence I'm aware of points that he is, then it means that he would be a vote, at least in favor of not saying there's a right to abortion.
If Gorsuch is confirmed, it will return a 5-4 conservative advantage in the Supreme Court. And with Gorsuch only being 49, he could have a long-lasting impact on court decisions. The Senate is currently debating the nomination of Judge Gorsuch, and a vote could come as early as April.
The University of Toledo is aiming to make Black History Month more than just another February. The month officially kicked off Saturday at the Student Union, where civil rights leader and author Angela Davis was the keynote speaker. She encouraged students to keep an open mind to all causes and stay informed about issues that impact them. The Black Student Union also hosted Black Jeopardy last Wednesday, with categories that included hip-hop, R&B, and Black entrepreneurs. The university is hosting 18 events throughout the month, and for a complete list of events, go to ut10news.com. The Andersons are working overtime with employees to help find them new jobs. Reporter Jacob McAfee looked into how the closing of their retail stores is affecting their employees and customers.
After 65 years of business, the Andersons has decided to close their retail stores. The company has teamed up with Right Management to help employees find new jobs.
They're assisting employees in resume writing, job search strategies, as well as marketing techniques.
The Andersons plan on hiring within the company for employees that qualify for new job placement at their headquarters. Along with the retail stores, the Moore Center in Maumee will be closed or sold. Layoffs begin March 18th, eliminating more than 40 part-time positions. This closing not only affects the employees, but the community as well.
All around are going to be affected by this, and the customers were heartbroken. We wish that they could at least keep one store open.
The Andersons has told me that they haven't worked out all the closing details. They say employees will learn much more in the coming weeks. Reporting from the Andersons, I'm Jacob McAfee for UT 10 News.
Students are always looking forward to new dining options here at UT, which is why students have been anxiously awaiting Steak and Shake in the Student Union. It's been nearly a semester and a half since it was announced that Rocky's Pub would be replaced with the new restaurant. UT expects Steak and Shake to open April 17th of this year.
By the time we took permits in and we started laying out, getting Steak and Shake in here and really giving us that vision that they want for our location, and then merging the UT pieces into that vision, then we started breaking ground and we got the hammers in there.
The new burger joint will feature a full menu along with a retro atmosphere and sit-down dining. UT sports teams are shining on and off the field. Of the 3 major colleges in Northwest Ohio, UT finished behind Bowling Green and ahead of Lourdes University in overall GPA during the fall semester. This is the 5th highest athletic GPA in school history.
A 3.2 overall in the department is just, I mean, it's outstanding. I mean, you look at other places, you know, even other schools around us, colleges, for an athletic department to get that is pretty awesome.
Women's soccer had the highest GPA at 3.679 out of 13 teams. Guests at the rec center who want to swim are being turned away.
Reporter Aaliyah Coates looked into who is being kept out of the water.
The pool has had constant change with their schedule. Aquatic student assistant Becca Stock explains why.
Things that are going to affect whether the pool is open or closed is the swim team practices, water polo practices, swim lessons, etc. Check the schedule every 2 weeks so that you know when the pool is open and when it is closed.
There are weekly cleanings done that require certain areas of the pool to be closed at different times, as well as if their chlorine levels are not where they should be. It will cause closings in order to keep everyone safe.
I joined for the swim pool, and during the winter I come here 4 to 5 times a week to swim, and have to adjust my time to coordinate with the women's swim team because it's their home court.
Always remember to go online to look up their aquatic schedule before you come out to swim. I'm Aaliyah Coates for UT 10 News.
Thanks, Aaliyah. UT music students and faculty are getting real-life experience in live performance. Jazz Night happens every Tuesday at 7:30 in the Radisson Hotel on UT's medical campus. The faculty jazz band kicks off the evening at 3100, the hotel restaurant. Then students get a chance to show off their talents.
The benefit to the students, of course, is they gain some professional experience in a professional venue or a real venue.
Admission is $5 for the public and $3 for students and senior citizens. And now, time for sports.
Reporter Ian Davis kept tabs on the Rocket teams that were in action over the weekend. Ian?
Thanks, Madison. The women's basketball team had a tough road matchup with the conference-leading Bobcats, and it was another great national signing day for head coach Jason Candle and the Rocket football team. But first, the men's basketball team traveled down I-75 to play rival Bowling Green at the Stroh Center. After an early 12-2 run for the Rockets, the game was back and forth and being decided in double overtime. Sophomore guard Jalen Sanford with a nasty baseline floater over BG forward DiMaggio Wiggins. Sanford again on the baseline with a nice fadeaway. He finished with 21 points. Senior guard Zach Denny, who has never beaten the Rockets, ties the first OT up with a 3, setting the game into its second overtime. With 30 seconds remaining in the second overtime, Denny gets the pass from Ishmael Ali, who knocks down the would-be winning three-pointer. UT would fall 100-4 to 100 to end BG's 6-game winning streak over the Falcons. After the game, Rocket head coach Todd Walchak talked about Denny's veteran presence.
Give Zach Denny credit. I mean, that's what seniors do. 5 for 5 from 3, 28 points. Veteran guys and senior guys step up and make big plays and big games, and he did.
The Rockets look to end their 3-game skid when they host Eastern Michigan tonight, tip-off at 7 o'clock. Over the weekend, the women's basketball team took a trip to Athens to face the Bobcats. Senior forward Janice Manakana led the Rockets with 18 points. Sophomore point guard Michaela Boyd had a double-double with 13 points and 15 rebounds. The second quarter got away from the Rockets as they were outscored 24-10. Imani Jenkins led the Bobcats with 12 points, and Hannah Bosonger and Amani Burke both chipped in 11. The Rockets travel up to Western Michigan tomorrow to face the 14-7 Broncos. The Rockets football team hosted their annual National Signing Day event at Savage Arena last week, and I was there to check out the event.
Before National Signing Day, the Rockets were ranked second on Rivals.com. After some late signings, UT finished with the #1 recruiting class in the MAC, according to 247 Sports, Scout.com, and Rivals. The Rockets signed 23 student athletes overall, including 12 from the home state of Ohio. Rocket head coach Jason Candle said they would go anywhere to find the best players, as they signed a total of 6 players from Alabama and Florida.
Like I said, I do feel this is a great class. It's a lot of position needs were addressed from the defensive front, the offensive line, moving forward, losing some key guys there, and a class that, added some depth at every position virtually.
Your first look at the 2017 Rockets will be during the spring game in April.
Thanks, Ian. That's it for UT 10 News. For the latest breaking news from campus and bios from all UT 10 reporters, go to our website, ut10news.com.
And remember, you can watch the live stream of our newscast production every Tuesday morning at 10:30 on our YouTube channel. For Madison Humphrey, Ian Davis, and all of us on our crew, I'm Sydney Edwards. Have a great week and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.